This is Shelley Kraft coming to you on SNN Live. We're coming to you from the Dawson James Security Small Cap Conference in Jupiter, Florida, 2017. I have with me today on the program John Lai from PetVivo Holdings. It's a publicly traded company, and the symbol is PETV. John, welcome back to SNN Live.
Thank you, Shelley, for having me on. It's always a pleasure to be on your interview.
It's good to have you back. Let's start with an overview on PetVivo and go from there.
We developed a polymer matrix that basically mimics cartilage and tissue. So we have a product called Cush for the treatment of osteoarthritis in dogs and horses.
John, give me some background history on the company, the roots, etc.
Company is about 20 years old. A lot of patents, a lot of products developed, but never commercialized. I joined the company about 3 years ago, and we moved it away from the human side of the market into the animal space. We will come back to the humans probably within 24 months. We have 5 products that are commercial ready and no longer require FDA approval.
Do they require other approvals for animals?
No, we are actually commercial ready.
Okay. So I think within the last year, we did an interview. What are some updates on the company, if you would?
Boy, a lot has happened in the last 6 months. We closed the acquisition of Geldel Technologies. It's the company that has all the patents and products. We brought in a new CEO. His name is Wes Hain. I'm now chairman and president. We brought in a new CFO, which has extensive background in financial audits. We added 2 new independent directors, and if you go to our website, you'll see their background. They have taken companies from several employees to 200, 300 employees and sold their companies for hundreds of millions. Also, we have added to our advisory board Robin Young, and so those people have tremendous backgrounds on the human side for treating of orthopedics and osteoarthritis on the human side of the market.
So tell me about the science and how it works and where it was developed.
It's a long history, but our scientist comes from Rutgers, University of Minnesota, and the Mayo Clinic. He developed a lot of this at the Mayo Clinic, and it's basically a protein particle matrix that he was able to compress and shape into a thermoplastic so you can develop many products and items. So we have multiple applications, but our first product that will be commercially launched in December is called Cush. It's for the treatment of osteoarthritis in dogs and horses, and we're excited to have this product hit the market and see have the consumers see the results of our injection. Our approach to treating osteoarthritis is different than everyone else. Everyone else has just been focusing on masking the symptoms, reformulating the NSAIDs to have less side effects. Ours is actually looking at the disease. The disease is basically bone-on-bone contact. The cartilage is worn away, and what our particles do is actually mimic cartilage once injected. It starts to create a scaffolding and then allows the body to repair itself.
So it's an injection. It's now putting new bushings into what I consider to be lost cartilage, right? Now, my real question is, when you say that they treated it with drugs and they treated the symptoms, was that with painkillers? That's really my question.
Yeah, it's NSAIDs. It's anti-inflammatory, and just like in humans, if you take too much anti-inflammatories for a period of time, you're going to have issues with gastrointestinal tract damage, bleeding, and kidney failure. So our product basically doesn't have any of those side effects, and we're treating the problem so the fix is much longer term. And it's a really disruptive technology, different way of approaching, and the economics really work for the consumer as well as for the doctor that's doing the injection.
What are some growth drivers?
Well, pets are living a lot longer. They got better health, better food, and if you look at the percentage of dogs or horses that develop osteoarthritis, it's like 80% of all dogs will develop osteoarthritis hitting age 10. That's like 20 million dogs. And if you look at, so that's a $2.6 billion addressable market. And if you look at horses, it's about $1 billion addressable market. So it's quite large.
John, let's get your website out there for more information, if you would.
Sure, it's PetVivo.com, PETVivo.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Lai, PetVivo Holdings. It's a publicly traded company. The symbol is PETV. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNN Live, and we're coming to you live from the Dawson James Security Small Cap Conference in Jupiter, Florida, 2017. John, always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you. It's always great seeing you, Shelley.
Take care, bud. Yep.